I'm assuming since they didn't say anything, we're good.
They didn't say no, so.
Alright, do you want me to do the countdown?
Sure.
Alright, 10.
Oh my gosh. I hate you.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so for anyone wondering, the reason this is called any percent with flight, any percent in this game is a very much more difficult category, especially if you do the optimal route. With flight, there's actually, fun fact, I'll actually be doing a run of this next of the console version, and the run's going to be completely different. Because the reason it's with flight is it makes the final fight a lot easier. Any percent only gets tail twirl and glide. And honestly, like, it just makes the final fight much easier. It makes getting into the final fight easier on PC. And it's just it's the beginner friendly category that we recommend when people want to learn this game. Because any percent, just in general, the boss fight takes a lot to learn.
Oh my God.
Are you getting the life extender or no?
No. I just realized I also didn't screen share this with you, so you're gonna have to talk just slightly before you see stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let me pop out the chat so I can see the chat and your stream.
This is...
So, what... Oh, I guess you're still doing...
Awkwardly still doing this first glitch, that has to be the most annoying thing.
Yeah,
Oh my God, I'm just gonna go around.
Okay, so what we were trying to do was, this lag that, is used by, using the lag frames to jump a little higher. It's really awkward because you can just barely make it up. That's one of the tricks that is PC exclusive.
I'll grab it now that I'm over here.
And then, so that's the old trouser skip. The lag jump saves maybe 10-15 seconds, ideally. But coming up, I assume, is quack skip, which is something that any percent actually doesn't use because they use that cutscene to get out of bounds. But since we want to get the roll ability and some other stuff, we're gonna be jumping up, well, I mean, you probably already did it, and air attacking to dodge that cutscene somehow. Dang, the struggle is real, K-Dog. I feel that. But,
I love how this is the first pagey. One of the easiest pages to already get, yet we're still not gonna do it the normal way.
Yeah. Yeah, Daily, there's a lot of things we do differently than intended just because the geometry exists. So.
Oh my God. I was scared of those trees. I hate that freaking branch when you're jumping to it.
The branch is really rough.
You're like, there's a bunch of leaves, and then it's just like branch. It's like, just pray you land on it.
Yeah.
Like, I forgot about that when I was about to do it, because I haven't done that parkour strat in a while.
Yeah. That's the easier strat that we recommend starting with, but now we have lag removed from the game time. We're not using game time right now. Also worth noting, Pine did a save and quit there because it's faster to skip the pagey talking and just going straight to trouser as soon as you grab the pagey.
Normally I'd play my ukulele here because there's an awkward moment of non-skippableness, but my ukulele's out of tune and it's a marathon.
And up next is a trick called Early Waterworks, also known as Ew!
Hopefully I can get this first try.
Yeah, so this is another use of the lag. The lag stuff was found by Kainalo. And basically we could use lag to, it's not clipping out of bounds, it's kind of just lagging the game so that we fall longer.
And we missed it. If you miss that and you fall, there is no void. There's no void. I cannot believe this.
Yeah, so you gotta save and quit.
Or else you'll just endlessly fall for hours and hours That wouldn't be a very fun event.
There is a out of bounds trick later in the run that we'll have that does have a void.
Of course. Have a void later. They lost health.
So, I mean, this trick is really hard to learn, and it's a very difficult trick to do in a marathon because you have to, I mean, luckily now you can try it over and over again. The old method of getting early water.
Oh my gosh. I hate myself so much.
the old method is if we messed it up, you couldn't try again. This one, it does lose time, but you can try again over and over. And there isn't any tricks in the run that are like, if you mess it up, you can't continue.
I don't think I've ever lost so much time to early waterworks. Of course, when would be a better time to lose so much time than a marathon? That's always it, right? Isn't it?
But early waterworks, keep in mind this is a difficult trick. The spot that you could actually stand on that hexagon is very slight unless you go in bounds, and if you go in bounds, you have to save and quit.
There we go. Yay! This is where they clap at a non-specific speedrunning event.
Laylee said she feels like she's watching literally witchcraft. Literal witchcraft. Yeah, there are a lot of crazy tricks we do in this, and if you think this is witchcraft, just wait till the console run because there's so much busted stuff on console.
Oh. Shouldn't really go after that unless you get it like first try, but.
Or if you're going for the really hard.
The really hard pagey lag frame.
The one that only first and second place has in their runs.
Oh my god. It's like having dog skip in 100% for Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so that wall just doesn't exist.
I mean, if you go at it with momentum, yeah. It does exist. Walking at it.
It has to probably be clarified, yeah. Does exist. We don't like when it exists, but...
Yeah, everything is PC except for the run coming up.
The one and only.
That I'm doing.
One and only console run. You know, it's funny having the name Vendy, because we have so many people that speak a bunch of different languages, so like Hedwig will call her Wendy. She's normally called Vendy. I'm learning Spanish, so I call her Bendy. It's... Names with V's don't work very well.
Yeah, so Trousers teaches us the glide move. That will be used for
well, you use it just kind of throughout. You just use it to get further.
Yeah, just having more stuff.
There's a lot of.
You got a pretty good cycle on that page. I mean,
yeah, I know that's a relief. Ooh, this is the honey slide that I would cry about all the time.
Oh yeah. This is the slide, and it can be a little rough because if you mess it up,
it's a freaking minion at the bottom.
But you kind of just do what you can, and just hope.
There we go. Because sometimes you just can randomly twirl on it, and then it's fine. Sometimes you just can't.
Yeah. It's not super inconsistent, but like it's.
There's those runs. There's those runs.
They're the runs where you'll take forever to get it sometimes.
I've had those runs. I'll get it completely consistent, and then it'll just not work.
Normally for that page that you just got, that is supposed to be, you're supposed to have the leap move from Yooka-Laylee, but because of geometry, you don't need that.
Continue.
Yeah,
just screwed up walking on the wind skip.
It could be a little rough. You gonna do the Weenie Hut Junior strats?
Yes, actually, yes, because I'm not set up properly. There's a much easier way of doing that. That doesn't actually take that much more time, but it's not as cool. Oh god. I was like, am I gonna make that? Shots fired. Yeah, exactly. Hedwig himself trying to use these freaking strats.
The world record holder doesn't do... I think you do it this way though, right? You just don't do it the other way.
He doesn't do it the way back, yeah. I love when you don't even really jump on that button, you just kind of like jump on the side of it.
So now that we've had some pages from there, we're gonna enter tribal stack. We're not gonna expand it, but we're just gonna get some quills and some pages.
Why not? I want the Shovel Knight pagey.
Yeah, and it's worth noting, since there isn't too many categories, I think the main category that you'll see the other moves in is when we have the bingo later on and Pagey Rampagey. The flight move that we're getting for this category, normally we just use it, we get it right before going to the final boss, but normally it's really useful for a lot of navigation and getting pages and stuff. But we unfortunately will not be using it for that reason, just pretty much to get to the final boss and to fight the final boss.
There's been plenty of times I like look at this level all the time and I'm like, I want to change something in the route to make it faster. And I'll sit there with Hedwig for like an hour and we'll think we find 2 seconds of time save. And then you find out you don't have enough energy or anything. Like, that's happened before.
I think we could all be. Let's get some hype in chat for Yookathon. Let's go.
Yay, Yookathon! First one ever. You're gonna be looking back at this later and be like, wow, that was the first one.
So Tribal Stack doesn't have any real like tricks in it other than maybe a few roll jumps. It's pretty much just getting quills and pages, or in this case, page pieces fast. Just so you can try to be like, you want to manage your stamina in a way, but also at the same time make your way over it.
And for that Pagey, you can't talk to him until all the text has gone by. Oh, I just missed a quill. So if you notice, I don't actually roll right there at the end because I know I'm gonna have text anyway, so I save my energy. And I missed a quill, but there's a backup quill that's easy to get. So. Although I might run out of roll here. Ooh,
but then didn't you get the second one because of...
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a good point. So you don't actually have to get the backup quill now because I grabbed an extra one by doing the lame strat at the beginning. It's our first Pagey and a Kagey.
I love this series as well. I have hundreds of hours in both of the games. I mean, Yooka won. If I'm going across all platforms, I probably have over 1,000 hours at least. So.
There we go. Nice 60 quills so we can talk to Trousers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody give us your best yeah in chat. We'll vote on who did the best impression.
Fun fact, I really wanted to make this, but I'm not good at these kind of videos. There's a song in Undertale called Nyeh, and I wanted to make that in Yooka-Laylee, but I'm not good at that kind of video, so... I think she wins. The emo, no.
Iron Trousers! I like that one. I like the purple dragon.
You get the voice of
Trousers in chat? Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That clip, yeah.
Yeah.
Do I need to put that clip into chat? Is that what I have to do?
Let's see if I can spell Pagey today.
So there was a jump there.
Oh yeah, that's good to mention.
To skip the cutscene that normally you would get from going up there, but since we never went up there, we wanted to skip that cutscene, and
we do that again right here.
We're gonna skip another cutscene right here.
Just right now.
Yeah, and then this route, if you get a certain Pagey, the one we were talking about that was really difficult, you would have gotten a different one in Tribal Stack. We would have gotten 3 in Tribal Stack. We would have got the Slam Pagey. But since we don't have the camo one, we're gonna get these 2 pages because these are fast if you get both of them together. but getting one wouldn't be worth it if you don't get the other.
We're also gonna do a little blasto glitch, not really a glitch, but like trick here where we slam. You have to slam Blasto to get the Pagey out of him, but you can actually slam him like on where the Pagey the end of the cannon. I don't even know what to call that.
I found this, by the way, randomly.
There you go.
Run, and I'm like, oh, that is a cool strat.
And then you'll collect the Pagey right away, and you won't have to walk over to it or see it like pan out really. Oh my god. I like to roll there. I don't think people usually do, but I usually works out.
So this is another save and quit to turn back to the tribal stack area without having to go all the way
all
back.
the way back. That'd be horrible. Because you can't just return to lair from like there. That'd be weird.
Because shoutouts to Kinda-Low. There's another lag thing we're gonna be using shortly. A few actually.
Two, but you don't actually have to use, well, in the gate skip that we're about to do, there's 2 lags, but you don't technically have to use the second one, but almost nobody doesn't. Love the pixel art. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, everyone follow Pine because she made this amazing pixel art. She put a lot of work into it, so.
I also do commissions.
Yep. Exclamation point artist for info. Well, not fully info, but you know.
Come on. Alright, there we go. So that's the first one. And now we're like out of bounds here. When you jump up through water, you get like extra height, so that's how we can get up here. That's how some people can get up here without lag.
But it's really hard, and it's worth just doing the lag instead.
It's also worth mentioning there's another way to get across what I'm about to do, which is by rolling on the ceiling, but I am not a fan of it right now. Because it is not the best sometimes. You can fall through the ceiling, you can just fall through stuff, you can just not make it.
Yeah, and worth noting, there was actually no void there, so if Pine messed that up, she would have had
you have to exit and quit again.
Are you gonna do the swag strat?
Oh yes, of course I'm gonna do the swag strat. It saves all the time. Swag, 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 frick, swag. Swag, got it. Hardest trick in the game, easily.
Yeah. It's actually not. The best part is it doesn't save time. It's just fun to do.
This trick is a little bit annoying. We use a lag frame to try to get through the camo thing.
Yeah. So you want to get up high and get the roll of falling momentum at the right time. If you hear the camera go off, you know you've messed up.
Oh, and I made it first try, thank God.
Thank goodness.
That can kill your run because you're just simply like, as soon as you miss it one time, you're very not happy, and you're pretty likely to miss it again.
The reason we've collected 11 pages so far is for 1 to get into Tribal, and then for 2 to get into Casino. The reason we needed the one for Tribal is to get the Buddy Slam move, which we won't need in the console run that you'll be seeing soon. But because we can't just like clip through anything, we can we have to get the slam move. Oh. It'll also help us with getting a quick pagey in here, hopefully quick.
Yeah, we want to go in here and get a pagey so we can get the fly.
There's 2 separate routes for this area. I usually recommend people do the slower route at first because it gives you a life extender, making the final boss easier. But
this is going to be the quicker route where we get casino tokens from these somewhat difficult slot machines.
Yeah, so I'll explain these while you're doing them. So like basically the first one, you just want to slam in a certain order really quick, so that and if you mess up, you would roll away from it. I got it. Okay, cool. Because we want it to be set to how it normally is. The other one, we'll get the right switch, and then we're gonna hit the left and middle one at the same time. when they meet up with each other.
Ah, and I missed it. Or no, the button just went and didn't stop. So yeah, you'll just roll away and go forward. That's the other annoying thing. You can hit the button and then it just doesn't do anything. But it's okay. We're trying to hit 2 buttons at once, so.
Yeah, load is removed is 2137.
Technically, it's load and lags removed now.
I want to say this is like, for a marathon run, this is pretty good because this is like 5 minutes behind my PB and I'm second place.
Also, it's good to mention my PB is like, I don't know, 1.5 minutes over world record. Is that right?
Is it a 24 or what exactly?
I don't quite remember, but you can check it.
I'll check it later. But yeah, we talked to the friendly banker. Don't know who it is, but he seemed nice.
For the first time when I was practicing yesterday, I actually listened, like, read that conversation because I never got to, because I've always been doing it for runs.
Yeah, and to get this pagey, like to get that, because the reason we get that pagey is that getting one pagey in Casino is what triggers Trouser to be like, hey, come get my best move.
My hashtag not broken move.
Yeah, and also this camo area we have to skip by jumping around it because we skipped the camo cloak ability now, and now it's impossible to get camo cloak at any point now. So for 100% you would want to get camo cloak before doing that trick, or well, you wouldn't even do the trick if you get camo cloak. So worth noting, Pine equipped Super Slam there. It's gonna help a lot with the fight. And honestly, it makes me wish I had that for when I'm gonna do my run, but my run's gonna have a different set of moves.
I'm gonna go for the easier EDS. There's 2 ways to do this. One of them's a little bit harder. Can you do this if you take damage? I don't think you can. Alright. There we go. Just fall right down. A lot of the acid pools just don't have a floor. So we get to use those a lot.
So basically, this is one of the ways of fly to the end.
Fly to the end.
What I really love about this is normally 100 pages is needed to get to this door. And if you talk like 3 times, I believe, to the door, it'll say, for speedrunner's sake, can you let us in? And I think that's what caused this trick to be found. Well, not that specific trick, but like the original way to get out of bounds, like day 1.
This is the quiz. This is kind of fun because I know the answers, yet I never finished this game because I started speedrunning it before I did, and I just haven't gotten around to playing everything. So I actually only know some of these answers, most of these answers probably, because I've speedrun this game.
So the quiz is basically you'll answer the questions every 2 spaces you'll get if you get it right quickly. Otherwise, it's only 1 space. Ideally, we want to get them each one. If you get a picture question, it loses 3 seconds. Oh no!
I know, picture question. It's not as bad as a picture question in BK. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I found a trick in Banjo now. Everyone like share my hatred for picture questions.
Surprised I remembered I actually have a butterfly extender for once, so I had to answer differently for that one.
Yeah.
It's 12, I think. 16's the answer to the Casino one.
Yeah, 12 is the answer for that.
Why? It's a. I'm gonna lose the quiz. It's because I read like 3 words and I'm just like, well, how many do you have in total? There's like 3 numbers. They're big numbers.
60.
Guys, it's very professional. Don't worry. Which that's okay. We're good. We're good. I just didn't want to freaking screw it up.
Yeah, I really like mini maze for the atmosphere.
That's what I do during my runs. If I'm like panicking, I'm like, Nimpog, what's the answer?
Yeah, whenever learning this game, I recommend having one of us one of us who know the answers by heart, like if you while you're learning it, I guess, because we'd like to help out if anyone wants to learn to speedrun this game. I actually have a tutorial for the PC and the console run on YouTube, where you can find it on the speedrun site and under guides.
I was actually practicing this fight like yesterday, and I forgot to equip the buddy slam or whatever it is from Vendy. Super slam.
Oh yeah, super
slam.
Is so weird because for one, you can use it to two-cycle this easily. You can two-cycle it without it, but it's really hard. I've rarely ever got it. And it'll also make the third phase easier, and there's a potential way to make the fourth phase slightly faster. So so that one was just running away to get the beast to go away. Now this one we're just gonna chase after him with some little snowballs. You know, they told us what the scorch berry's called, but I don't think they ever told us what the ice berry's called. So if anyone in Playtonic wants to say what they're called,
ice berry. Oh god, I'm missing some of these. I've been too scared recently of getting hit by those. Is it just really hard to line up, honestly? If you want to get all your shots. Oh, actually, that wasn't bad.
Yeah, there's a way you could get this in one cycle where you don't have to refill, but it's pretty difficult. It's pretty tight. But yeah. Basically now is a phase 3. This one's more or less an auto scroller. Pine does this one a little differently than everyone else.
A little cheaper than everyone else. You really don't have to roll at this first one. I usually just do it because, I don't know, I like to move around fast. If you keep him in the middle for his last one, it's better because he's gonna be destroying the center, so he'll be lined up for there. It's faster.
Sometimes it's hard to tell where the middle truly is.
Yeah, it's hexagons. I prefer to fly here. A lot of people just roll, but because I really, really don't like these bees, and I don't like screwing up this fight, I prefer to fly. Which I find kind of funny that everything's like on the floor, and that's the challenge of this phase, and I'm just avoiding it completely. You get hit by the bees here. There's a way to avoid it, but I don't do it. You have a chance of falling in the acid, though, which is bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you could fall in the acid, and that would be really bad, because you could take multiple damage. You're so close to falling in the acid.
I'm always so close to falling in the acid, honestly. That was great.
Yeah, so basically this thing with the flight makes it a lot easier to dodge everything.
Especially for this part where it's just there's everything.
Keep in mind, you'll be able to see any percent later, but any percent literally is just glide and tail twirl. There's gonna be also roll because I imagine Hedwig's gonna use the safer strat. But the optimal route doesn't even have roll, so it's really rough.
These bees continue to stay here, so you just gotta roll away from them. This is always scary, because you hit him... The first 3 of these you can hit him without... Oh! Example why. This is really, like... I feel like it's really tight. You have to wait till the rocket kind of comes close to you, and you can fly just over here, and it'll hit him right on the bottom. Oh my...
You mad lad, you're gonna go for it even like unless you miss the clip. Yeah. Hedwig's gonna go for the hard route for any percent at first.
Oh boy.
do know that means Spinny Boy, right, Hedwig? You get to show Spinny Boy the world.
Okay, thank God those are over. So, fun fact, he actually flies around here the same way that he flies around in the section... Phase. Oh my god, I also lost my flight there. That's fine.
In the snowball phase. So you can manipulate which way he'll technically go. That was 2 hits right there, but it only counts as 1 because he has invincibility frames after each hit for a little bit. A little bit longer if he's shooting stuff.
Frick. You only want to do it once, though. You can do a double hit. It's fine once, because we only need to hit him 3 times, and he shoots 2 rockets each time.
But now there isn't too much point in the double hit, because the last hit he'll have, like, he'll shoot out 3, even if there's already 1 out. So, well, he would shoot 2 out, but he would pretend to shoot a 3rd one out if there isn't a 3rd one.
Yeah, I see that. Ooh.
You should slam him.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. And I missed him. 2 health, 2 health. We are perfectly fine.
If you get to 1 health, just
got
try
him.
to do them.
A little late on time, but there we go. Well, that is any % with flight.
Oh, if only you got hit right when you killed him or something. Well, I guess there was only 1 missile. There's a glitch that if you actually die and then kill him, there's gonna be 2 quacks in this cutscene, and one of them's falling over.
So yeah, that is any % with flight.